Hi, we're here this evening at Tony Rodrigues' art opening in downtown Jacksonville. I have one of the owners of the gallery. His name is Jeff. And Jeff, what inspired you to go ahead and open the art gallery here in downtown Jacksonville?
Oh, well, it's part of the Off the Grid program where landlords who have space that is unrented make it available to artists or people who want to run galleries at a very reduced rent. And it's just something that I've always been interested in is
Right.
art, and it's great to be able to do something in Jacksonville and bring a different kind of quality of art to the city than you might find otherwise.
Okay, that's awesome. Well, thank you, Jeff. I appreciate that. Now we want to direct our focus here to Tony Rodrigues. He's the artist being featured here tonight at the gallery. Tony, tell us a little bit about your art and how long you've been doing art.
Well, geez, give away my age, but I guess more than 20 years now on practicing as an artist. And I work predominantly in painting, but I use a lot of photographic references and various references from all sorts of sources, like everything from old encyclopedias, road maps, textbooks, postcards, et cetera, and just sort of juxtapose all these images into a different sort of soup of
Right.
all of them.
Right. Let me ask you this. I notice a lot of your art's very thematic. It seems like, and some of them, they seem to have a
Sure.
theme or whatever. Where does the inspiration come from? I know you do a lot of research in your art, but where does the inspiration come from when you're doing a piece of art?
Well, it mostly starts from the source material itself, and then just sort of reconsidering and contextualizing what the image is. I think the more you look at almost any photograph, there's really more there than is readily apparent.
Right.
And I just like to consider the options and how does one thing, when placed next to something else, sort of mean something else. And we're just creating little stories. And I don't think I'm creating so much stories as the beginnings of stories or the potentials of scenarios.
Right.
And therein lies the fun for me. So.
Right. With all the other, the art scenes going on within the city, what attracted you to go ahead and have a show here at this particular space here?
Well, I've known Kurt Polke and Mark Cregan for quite a while. There are other artists that run the show, and Jeffrey from just being around the scene, and he's a great supporter. And everything they've done so far, the programming, I think has just been stellar. And the Off the Grid program offered these guys a chance to really go after the vision the art that they want to show that wouldn't necessarily be viable in a commercial gallery in Jacksonville.
Right.
And it was just sort of a mutual agreement between us. But like I said, I really respect their programming so far,
Right.
and I'm just really happy to be a part of it.
Okay, good. Well, listen, Tony, it was a pleasure to talk to you tonight.
Thank you.
If you guys can get here to the gallery, how long is your art going to be on exhibit here? Do you know?
The show runs through the 13th, available by appointment, and then we'll be open during Art Walk for the whole duration of whatever the artwork hours are for November.
Okay, awesome. Okay, well, this is Rick Benton. It was a pleasure.